Okay, welcome to all. So this lecture I am making for those people who are fond of publishing the papers, even though they need not to understand what is the thing, but they want to publish the paper in good transactions or good journals. So for them only, without having the knowledge of actual hardware implementation or without understanding, because if you want to get any physical result output, definitely you need microcontroller coding and hardware knowledges. But suppose you don't know, most of the people they don't know, I know, so they can't don't know and they can't also. For those people only this I am making this video. Say I am here, this is the PSIM. So here I am, if I simply one sine wave, so if I run it, you see this is the sine wave. But suppose I want to fit it in the same thing, if I put in CRO or somewhere tail as CRO, but then it will be clearly understand it is a simulated output. So we have to add some noise and everything. So for in the case of PSIM, you just save this as comma separated value. Already I given save this same thing as output, okay, and click save, it will be saved. Now you go to MATLAB. Here I have defined one variable called D, where I am storing the row and columns of that CSV file. Then definitely the first column, this first column will be the time, and the second column it will be the actual value. Then I am adding some noise. This is additive white Gaussian noise. This I am adding with this V. This is the signal SNR, signal to noise ratio, and I am plotting it. Let us see. You see, now even though it is a sine wave, but there is some noise. So you can tell now it can be told that this is the physical output after filtering, the output of an inverter. So suppose I want to reduce the distortion, you make it 5. You see, now signal to noise ratio, yes. So if I increase it, this value, so it will become much more smooth because it is signal to noise ratio, okay. If I reduce it, then it will be, the signal will get more distorted. You see, the signal is getting more distorted. So let us take it, keep at 15. Okay. So this I can tell, this is the output of an inverter after filtration, but these things I have to show, okay. So already these things came in the workspace. So now I created one Simulink file, and here I have used from workspace. If you search this from workspace, this I have used, and now I am taking the variable time. You see, in the data field I have put t and vn, that is the amplitude with noise. And always in simulation, in configuration, see at what sample rate. Here I have used 10 to the power minus 5, that is the sampling rate, that means 0.1 megahertz, that is the sampling rate. You see, here I have used the same, and I have used a fixed time step and Rangi Kutta method. This will give better output. Okay, so now if you run it, you see, you got this. Okay, in settings, few things. So here you uncheck this and save the data in workspace. You can give the same any name and the structure with time, because sometime you will be getting the output from Simulink. From Simulink itself you have to add it. So how to get that also I will tell you. And style, here you can change the line, what type of line, its width, that grid color, axis color, etc. That everything you can change it. So now you see, suppose I got the I created the comma separated value from psim file. Now you don't have that one. From Simulink file itself is there, and from there only you have to get the waveform. So as I told, you see here, if you see the settings and go to history, here see the scope data. It's a structure. You know what is structure? Is a basic concept. So here this is scope data. You can see what is that. You see, there is a time, signal, and the block name inside that structure. So let us define one variable t1. So that is equal to scope data dot time. Okay. Now inside the signals, what is there? Sorry, signals. SIG SCOP data dot SIGNALS. So inside there will be a value. So now we knew that is scope data dot signals dot values. Okay, now if you plot, okay, so now if I plot t1 comma v new, you will get the same thing. Okay, the same way Simulink simulation file, from the Simulink output you have to bring that things to MATLAB workspace as a structure, and from there you have to split, and again the same thing you need to import in. You add the additive white Gaussian noise, and you make it. So now this is my Photoshop. So this is my actual experimental lab scope. That is the thing. So what I will do, I will copy it. I have pasted it. Now, so this is my file. This is my output. This I want to put it there. So you press print screen. Again you go to here. You paste it. Now use the select tool. Sorry, I'm just showing you this. You can give it to some DTP center people, they will do it for you. So copy, then you come here, edit, paste. Now you see it's a very big one. You press Ctrl T, make it is smaller. You drag it. Okay. Perfectly. This is your color art. You do like this, apply, and take the eraser tool. If you put the eraser tool, the back side, you take the brush bigger. You take, and these things you have to do slightly carefully. Okay, and you can bring that back side, whatever it is there. Okay, so this is a DTP work, and in this way you can do that. So another things are also there. So this is my Pico output. So here also simply you paste it, Ctrl T, you change the background color and everything, then you fit it. This white color background, you make it white color. Just I am giving a glimpse, and you can change the axis, everything, whatever the way you want, you do it, and you complete the thing. Okay, so this is the way to if you don't have any knowledge to make the hardware. Most of the people only know how to publish the paper. They don't have any concept how to get the output. So no value. Just you want one or two paper. That is nothing. But I don't like this. I have done. I have seen. I have done for other people. This is the most third class work. Anyway, this is the way to get the actual output which is similar to hardware output, but you can take the simulated data, and by processing it you can generate some error, and like this, then with the help of Photoshop and DTP you can get it, that can be produced in your paper. So this, especially my one friend Dr. Kuriarasan, he is torturing me to, because he only wants paper, nothing, he doesn't want anything. So for him only I have made this video. Thank you so much. If it is people who are seeking for PhD, maybe it is very needed for those people, they can take the help of this video and they can reproduce the web form to publish the paper quickly in good journals. So if you are benefited from this video, my effort will be fruitful. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for your patience. Take care, stay safe, bye.